Hey, Gareth Beavis here, phones, tablets and wearables editor for Tech Radar. It's time for another rundown of our best phones of the moment because we've got Google and Motorola phones to get into the mix. Now, these rankings are very hard to actually put together. We spend days fine-tuning our lists to give you the definitive ranking with the best bits of every category. Now, this ranking is only for the UK, so if you don't see your favourite phones in there, that's exactly why. But let's delve in and see which are the best 10 phones of the moment. Moto Z Play, or Z Play depending on where you're from. Okay, this is the first of two Moto handsets in this list, and it's the Z Play which has knocked the hyper expensive Google Pixel XL out of the rankings. We're fans of the Z Play thanks to its innovative magnetic clip-on accessories. A simple snap-on cover can transform this phone into an impressive standalone camera, music player or even a projector. It looks great and for a low price too. Sure, the CPU could be better and the camera doesn't impress massively, but that drop in spec has created a much more palatable price tag, and this is a decent phone for the money. Google Pixel. The Google Pixel is an excellent flagship phone that's only let down by mediocre battery life and is still developing a system. If you can stomach the price point, the Pixel is a clean experience in a world of Android overcomplication. The 12 megapixel camera on the back is one of the best on the market, while the fresh Android Nougat interface is a slick one to use. It may not be the most attractive handset around, but it's far from ugly. What you can be sure of though is it's a lot of bang for your buck. OnePlus 3T. The OnePlus 3T was a surprising upgrade, offering a slight change in the specs but with the same strong all-metal design, a 5.5-inch AMOLED display and a fast fingerprint scanner. In short, all the main specs you need right here. The lack of a microSD card slot and a battery which only lasts around a day will put some off, but as we expect from this brand, the OnePlus 3T is excellent value for money, even with a price hike over the original OnePlus 3. HTC 10. The HTC 10 is sculpted by light, which is a fancy way of saying it's made to look good when placed down on a table. And once again, HTC has managed to make a phone that looks wonderful in the hand, drawing on its strong design heritage. The camera has been much improved, and if you're willing to shoot in the Pro mode for most of your snaps, you'll get some stunning pictures. And the audio quality from the bundled headphones really has to be heard to be believed. This is a great comeback for HTC, and it's the perfect phone if you value style and performance, along with a great handset to listen to music on. Moto Z is a great phone by itself, but add in the fact you can snap on accessories to completely change how the phone works and you've got a great device. This could be the start of how all phones work, with modular smarts to transform them, and combined with a well-performing, cost-effective phone, it's a great choice, although it is a shame that it's dropped the headphone jack in an attempt to be ever thinner. But if you can overlook that shortcoming, then you have a truly innovative device in your hands. iPhone 7. The iPhone 7, on the one hand, does do a lot more than its predecessor. It's waterproof, comes with decent stereo speakers that kick out some strong sound, and the screen quality is improved too. However, the build is very similar to the previous models, which will disappoint some. And the lack of the headphone jack might have some good points, but it's pretty inconvenient if you've got more than one pair of cans. And it's still an expensive phone without a sharper screen, so doesn't quite make it to the top. LG G5. LG's phone might have failed to make modular design work, mostly because it gave up on the idea as soon as the phone launched, but a huge price drop lately has seen it shoot up our rankings. It's still a good phone, a clever dual camera on the back for improved wide-angle picture taking, a top-of-the-range Snapdragon processor and good performance on battery life. If you're a fan of the alternative way that LG does things, a brand that offers high spec for less money, then the G5 is a strong choice. iPhone 7 Plus. Where the normal iPhone 7 wasn't much to talk about, the Plus model is much more impressive. The main difference is to the camera, where things are clear and crisp with the ability to zoom in without losing clarity. This is achieved through two sensors on the rear and can create clever DSLR focus effects too. It's impressive from a phone of this size. It's not the cheapest on this list by a long way, but the fact it's got the power of the iPhone's user interface and App Store combined with the extremely capable A10 Fusion chip inside make it easily the best iPhone around. The Galaxy S7 isn't at the top of the charts, but it's one of the very best phones out there at the moment. It's got the best camera, the fastest reactions under the finger, easily the nicest looking screen available, and it's also got an improved design thanks to the 3D thermoforming that curves into the back. In short, while it looks iterative from the S6, the S7 is a brilliant phone and one that we'd heartily recommend, although there is one more that you should check out. Galaxy S7 Edge. And that's the Galaxy S7 Edge. It's the S7 but with so much more style. The curved edges are both beautiful to look at and functional, with some clever shortcuts a swipe away. What gets us about this phone is the design though. There's a massive 5.5-inch screen wrapped into a frame of a much smaller phone, so you're getting the size and sharpness of the Super AMOLED QHD display in a more palm-friendly design. Even the TouchWiz UI, something that so many people have hated in the past, is much closer to stock Android and doesn't lag in the same way. It's a big problem and Samsung needed to fix it, and it has. The Galaxy S7 Edge has the best of everything, but it won't be long until we see the new Galaxy S8, and that's rumoured to be a massive jump forward from the S7 Duo. So there is our top 10 ranking of the best phones of the moment. But if we've missed your favourite one, please let us know in the comments below. We do read it, but we love it even more when you like, even more when you subscribe. And if you want more from Tech Radar for phones of the moment, this is the place to come.